social worker and author of her autobiography titled Myself, which she is launching a new edition of. Kelly Kitley, this book, it really gets into mental health, it gets into addiction. You were kind enough to send Vicki and I both a copy of it, which we read. Tell us why you chose to launch a new edition of this now. Why now?
Now because I've been sober for 13 years. So not only am I a clinician, I also have personal experience. And the landscape of sobriety has changed so much. And it's really along a spectrum. And it's so important for people to have resources that maybe they don't know about.
But you also really make a point to tell people they're not alone. I mean, talk about some of the circumstances that put you on that path in the first place.
So it is really important to have community. That makes all the difference. And a lot of times it is very isolating because people feel shame and guilt about some of the behaviors associated with their drinking. And so they suffer in silence. And it really is something that people need to gather in community and support one another and to let people know they aren't alone.
But again, you talked about your personal experiences that had led you to that place. Describe what you sort of share and open up about in the book.
Absolutely. So I had my first drink at the age of 12 that resulted in a blackout and come from a long family line of addiction and became a social worker 25 years ago. I was trying to dodge the bullet and recognized that I was drinking almost every night as a mom with 4 small kids and working, and I looked very high functioning from the outside, but inside I couldn't even hold it together.
What changes did you notice when you cut out alcohol? I mean, you've been sober for 13 years, which is incredible. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Mental clarity, better sleep, overall health, better relationships, being able to follow through on my commitments and my promises, and my mental health was the most stable it had ever been.
So what about people who are curious about cutting out alcohol? What are some quick, easy to follow tips you would suggest for them?
Well, that's the call to action for April in Alcohol Awareness Month, and it's just about an awareness. And if you are looking and evaluating your relationship with alcohol, maybe if you're drinking wine every night, you can alter that with a non-alcoholic beverage or
mix and match.
Yeah, absolutely. There's so many options out there. Sometimes people will say, you know what, I'm just going to drink in social situations and try to be more aware rather than when the waiter comes around and sees a little bit gone in your glass and fills that up.
That's such a good point. Just last 20 seconds, what can we do if we think we have a friend who might be struggling?
It's really important to take a kind, gentle approach, but also be direct. And don't say anything when they're under the influence. Wait until an opportunity arises that you can hold space for them.
Kelly Kitley, always holding space. We appreciate you and your expertise. Thank you so much. And if you or someone you know is struggling, please just reach out to the Substance Abuse or Mental Health Hotline. You can see it there on your screen, 1-800-662-HELP. Stay right here. You're watching NBC News Daily.